Aerial drones being shot at or shot down is becoming a national trend. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Bob Mueller.
And I'm Ann Holt. Thank you for joining us. A Rutherford County man flying a new drone with his son above a neighbor's home was caught by surprise when someone fired shots at it. As
News 2's Larry Flowers reports, there is a gray area when it comes to drone liability.
Gary Sammons had just purchased a DJI Phantom 4 drone. He was flying it near his home in Rutherford County with his 7-year-old son last Saturday. He told authorities his son was watching the video on an iPad and asked who the people on the ground were. The father moved the drone closer and hovered a little. That's when someone at the neighbor's home fired several shots at the drone, damaging a propeller. Sammons purchased the drone from Vivid Aerial in Whites Creek. We spoke with the owner.
It's just not safe to shoot down a drone.
Even with a damaged propeller, Sammons was able to fly the drone safely back home. Brock says shooting a drone is dangerous.
Puts that drone in a very dangerous predicament. There's no telling where it can fall. If it falls into an oncoming car and causes a major accident and mass casualties, the question here is, who is responsible?
Brock has another customer who had his drone shot down by a neighbor in Hendersonville about 3 weeks ago.
So that begs the question, is it ever okay to shoot down your neighbor's drone? Well, the FAA says it's not.
It's a federal offense to shoot down an aircraft, and the FAA has deemed the drone an aircraft.
Drone attorney James Mackler is currently representing a drone operator who had his shot down in Kentucky. He says the law is unclear about drones with respect to boundaries between private properties and federal airspace.
We all have a right to privacy, and we all have a right to protect our property, but we also need to be good neighbors, and that applies to both drone pilots as well as landowners. And if you see something that you think is improper, the best approach is to call the police or to call the FAA, not to take out your shotgun and take matters into your own hands.
Larry Flowers, News 2.
News 2 chose not to identify the man who shot at the drone since he was not charged with a crime. The responding deputy could not identify a law that had been broken.